Okay, there we go. Welcome everybody to Coffee. I Need a Refill and Art in the Morning. I picked up this little, I've shown this before. It's just one of my little handmade. It's kind of like, I think it's a cold press, a hot press watercolor sheet that I tore up and turned into some little journals, but I don't remember if that's what this is or if it's one, I don't remember where I got this particular piece of paper that I tore up and turned into a journal. But what I want to do with it is I'm going to just collage in it today. So I've been talking with everybody before I hit record, and I wanted, just to see what everybody wanted to do today. So I guess it's going to be another collage day. Next time I'll probably draw. I've got to draw all day today after I finish the show. So, okay, I don't know who you mean, Colleen. Who, Cardin. I haven't worked on them anymore now, Jilly. I haven't worked anymore in the those cards. I've been drawing. I have a lot of drawing I have to do. My oldest daughter is drawing. Ah, okay, gotcha. Gotcha, Colleen. So anyway, okay, Carrie. So thanks everybody for being here. We got a lot of people here this morning for just an impromptu. Thanks for everybody for stopping by. And real quick, well, I'll wait till Carrie gets back. Uh, when Carrie gets back, before I hit record, I showed Linda something. So I'm gonna have to show Linda that again. Or show everybody again what I showed Linda. It was just like me and Linda here. So, okay. Are you talking to me, Colleen? I'm sorry. You're capping it, so I'm thinking you're talking to me. So I'm looking to see what I'm supposed to be referring to. Um, right, Linda? So yeah, so if you're watching this recording, either on Ustream, well, if you watch on Ustream, you know how Ustream works. If you're watching on YouTube, it's a live show with live people and a live chat. So I'm talking to people as the chat scrolls by. If you have any questions, you're working on mail, um, then put them in caps. Yes, I did do a stream on how to do grids, Angel. I believe it was pre-Darcy. Look at the one it's either the very first Darcy, drawing Darcy, or the one right before that that says getting ready to draw or something like that. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay, so real quick, before and it's kind of like if you've been around Ustream in our group for a while, then you'll get the joke. But anyway, and Linda posted something on Facebook yesterday about people that can do this magic trick. So, so I did this magic trick, well, as much as I could under the little camera. I did this magic trick under the under the camera. So here's my magic trick for Linda. Linda again. Okay, so this is a fitted sheet. This is the corner of a fitted sheet. See the corner right there? You take the opposite corner. Now, of course, I can't do the whole sheet right here under the camera, but you take the other one, the other side, and you fold it inside like this and poke out the corner. See the corner there? And you take this corner and you tuck it inside this one. And then it all smooths out nice and neat like this. Okay. And same thing, it goes all the way down the side. Goes all the way down the side. And you've got a nice fitted sheet corner there. Then all you have to do is just fold it all up. Either way, whichever way you want to roll it up. So there's my magic trick for this morning for Linda. Oh my goodness. So there's my magic trick for Linda. Okay, so anyway, I know. Okay, so everybody's laughing and giggling. I know it's funny. Okay, so if you haven't been around for a while, then it's probably you didn't get the joke. But yeah. So back to our little art project here. I started pulling out some different William Morris tapestry fabric pattern stuff from a book that I bought just to cut up. It was on sale for a few dollars, and so that's good collage base. Now, I didn't know if I thought about spraying this. I usually just start with gluing on the images and then painting into them. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this, I'll start maybe with some paint on it first. I don't know. I haven't decided. I just picked this. Oh, you're welcome, Linda. So I didn't know if I wanted to start with paint or collage, or start with the collage or dragging it in the ink, or dragging it in some watered down paint. That works too, because I usually just use the dilution spray and put it on not on this. You got to put it on a non-porous surface. I have a old quilting cutting mat that on the opposite side's all slick. And so it's non-porous, so I can spray the inks, water it down, and go smack and drag. And that's what I do for the dilutions ink. You can do the same thing. You can do the same thing. Girls have got me cracking up now. And then I could, or I could do the same thing with watered down acrylic paint and put it out, spritz it, and smack and drag. And it'll do the same thing, except it'll be a matte, like a real, you know how acrylic paint looks. Well, craft paint. Craft paint's not shiny. So, unless you buy the satin or gloss, but just regular old craft paint is just a matte. Oh, sorry, Carrie. I thought I thought I modded you. All right, let me go back. Um, oh, that's right, you left. You had to go back. You had to switch browsers. There you go. Okay, sorry. I forgot you had to leave and come back. All right, there we go. So all right, so my scroll, hang on, I got to scroll down. My scroll froze for a second. There we go. Okay. Thanks, Carrie. All right. So I don't know if I want to, which way I want to go with this. We did the other version, we did the little art cards like this size, 3 by 4 yesterday, and they're over there all ready to go get mailed out. But this size, where I start with nothing on them and then do the collaging and then paint on them. So there's that way. There's also just the smack and drag where we just get a background on there in paint. And there's also, now it wouldn't really work for journals because I'm not, going to cut this into pieces. But the other way that we do collage is just take an 8.5 by 11, and y'all know we've done this a whole bunch of times. Take an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and just collage random stuff all over it. And those get cut down for, postcards, backgrounds, ATCs. I got tons of those still left. But there's no story to them. They're just pretty cards, kind of like what we did for this Shannon Green, her journaling by 5, how we cut ours down to postcards instead of keeping it into a journal. Let's see. Sorry, I'm gonna have to. I know I just hit record, but I've got to go down and run get some coffee. So hang on, guys, or I'll be coughing the whole time. Okay. So hopefully that'll help. Some hot coffee. Okay, sorry about that. So there's those different ways that we, that I've shown how to do collage over the years. And let's see here. Sorry for the squeaky chair too, guys. Here are some of the ones we've done over the years. So we got plenty to work with if we need to do something with them. I gave a whole bunch of them away. I think it was last Christmas or the Christmas before. Gave away bundles of them because it was just like getting overwhelming. So it's my Happy Mail. I love my Happy Mail, but I'm going to have to figure out a new way to store that so I can still enjoy them. Okay, so I'll sip of coffee and catch my breath. So I'm just thinking about doing this little book, and then maybe on the next show we'll draw. Okay, somehow, there we go. So thanks everybody for being here. See if there's anybody I missed. I think I said hi to, hello, Sharipa. I think she's the only person I might have missed saying hi to. Said hi to Angel. They've got a bunch of visitors and guests. So thanks everybody for being here. I'm working on a few drawing projects that I got to get done later, but I thought I'll stream. You have well, I don't have how I store things. Somebody's asking me about how I store things. I have shelves. I'm one of these people that has to see what I have or it doesn't get used. Now, granted, I have, like, for instance, just to grab one off the shelf, I have things like this with all my buttons in it, for an example. But these are sitting on a shelf where I can see this. I can see it on the shelf. So it's not like hidden away. If I hide things away, and I've shown y'all, I have different stations for different things. I'm one of the ones, where's Carrie? I'm one of the ones that has to have like with like. Okay, yeah, photo boxes do not work for me. Now, I can put Happy Mail in the photo boxes, and then I know that that's Happy Mail in there, and I'll go through it. But for my supplies, okay, I froze for a second, guys. Hang on. There we go. I froze for a second. I think I had incoming mail. I don't know. Is my volume up okay? I don't know. All right, is that better? Can y'all hear me better? I don't know what happened there. I froze or something. Is that better? I try, guys. I try. Yes, like I can flip through. Yes. So that's how I have my Happy Mail now. Is in boxes that I can flip. They don't have lids on them because, of course, some things are taller than the others. So my Happy Mail are in boxes that I can flip through. And those boxes are decorated on the front and on a shelf in the other room. I have no room in here for my Happy Mail. But that's how I store my Happy Mail now. But because I've got so many boxes of them on shelves, I have no room for more. So I don't know. I'm thinking, I love my Happy Mail. I just don't really know how to utilize it where I can still see it and everything. Okay. So how I store my supplies is like with like. I have those kind of, those shelves you build. Mine are the white ones. You can get white, brown, or black, I think. And just the white shelves. I've shown a little bit of my room before. But everything is together. I have a whole journal section. I have a ATC art card section. I'm just going around the room here. I have all my journals along the top shelves that that are extras that I've filled. They're up there on the top. And then I have a paint cart. I have a collage cart, and I have a pencil pen cart. So I have 3 carts right here that are in front of another shelf. They have to sit in front of the shelves because I have no room to put them up against the wall. They're rolling carts, so I can just roll them. Then I have a whole area of Project Life cards and core kits. Then I have 3 or 4 sections of just paper. It's cardstock, scrapbook paper, drawing paper, art paper, paper, and more paper. And then I have on this side, I have my ink station. I have a stamping station, a mailing station, a paint, another section of paint. Then underneath those tables is all more art journals and artwork. A lot of my older artwork is in the closet. I pulled it out about 4 years ago. Now, of course, it's not on YouTube. I mean, because back then everything was, we kept everything on Ustream for years. And then Ustream said you only can have a few months worth of storage. So we all scrambled to save our videos. But since now, in the past maybe 6 months, I don't know, it's been less than a year. Now I have to go back and see. Jean told me you need to upload your videos to YouTube. So I started uploading them to YouTube. But all those previous older 5 years worth of Ustream are not on YouTube. So I don't know how I got on. Oh, Colleen. Colleen got me on this rabbit trail with supply, how to store things. I'm blaming Colleen. So anyway, I have a whole bunch of my old artwork from years and years and years in the closet. It just because it's just a good place to store it. Thank you, AJ. So then around the room, I have another tool cart with drawers. Now I do have my tools, some tools in a cart that has drawers, but most everything is out where I can see it. Because if I see it, I'll use it. If it's stuffed in boxes with lids, I don't go to them. So that's why I try to always buy the plastic see-through anything. Now, all my collage fodder are in those big 4 foot, well, is it 3 foot? 3 foot by this deep, big bins. And all my collage fodder, most of it is in that room. Now, I do have the little tower here, the little cart, the colored cart drawer with some stuff in it. But again, most of the time, I go to the bins. I go in the other room and dig through the bins rather than go into the drawers that are labeled. They're all labeled with people and flowers. I don't go to it. I'd rather dig through the bins than dig through the drawers. So, but that's just me. But to keep things organized wherever, even if it's just your, like my washi tape is right here in these little bin things. I've shown that before too. The washi tape is all together. My inks are all together. My scissors are all together. Everything for me, and different people have different mental ways of sorting and storing their stuff so that they can find it easier. For me, the key is like with like. If I have like with like, I have no problem finding anything. I know all my scissors are right there, my washi tape's right here, all my brushes, you know, I got everything was like with like. So anyway, but as far as the Happy Mail, right now they are in boxes that I can flip through and see everything. I showed some a couple weeks ago, but I did not show you all of it. I have tons of Happy Mail, which I love. Denise will go through it. Even Darcy and Sister Woman, when they visited, they went through it. You know, it's fun to flip through and see all the Happy Mail, but storing it is my problem because I'm out of shelves. I'm totally out of shelves. So, okay, so there we go off on that rabbit trail. Sorry. If you're watching the recording, just click, click, click to the parts you want to see. Hey, Packer Die. and Packer Die, I'm still grabbing more stuff for you. I haven't sent your thing out yet because I remembered that I had books of stuff like this in the other room. And I said, well, I'm going to just take my time and get a good envelope full of collage fodder for Packer Die. Not just throw 3 or 4 things in there. I really wanted to fill an envelope up for you. So I've not sent that out yet. What else is going on? Oh, somebody here was asking Packer Die, who else is doing the iCads? So I know it's you and Sherry. I'm trying to think of who else we know that are doing them. If you want to tell, say in chat, I forget who was that. Was it Julie? Who was asking about that? Somebody, whoever else is doing that, y'all want to group together, or I don't know, maybe there is a group somewhere that y'all could all are doing it together. I don't know. I just watch Packer Die's YouTube videos. See, I cannot, after a stream, my room's a mess. Because after I use something, I throw it right behind me. Books, whatever. It ends up in piles on the floor. It's a craft, what is it called? What does Paula say? Craft-a-lanch. I just call it a, I don't know, it's just a hot mess. But anyway, so before I can then go and sit down and draw, which I have to do the rest of today after the show, after I draw, I mean, before I start to draw, I have to clean all that up. Now, I don't have to reorganize everything in my room. Everything has its place. It's not perfectly, it's not like Colleen's. Colleen, oh my gosh, if y'all have seen a room, it's like a, it's so pretty. Maybe her desk gets messy, but everything else is very organized and very just clean looking. My stuff is all showing because I have open shelves so I can find everything, but it's organized. I know where everything is. So before I start the next project, I have to pick it up. I have to clean it up before I go on to a totally another project. Now, if I'm doing collage all day, then I can just collage all day different projects in the hot mess. But if I'm going from collage to drawing, then I have to put all the collage away, clean everything up, and all that. Okay, Packer Die, if you want to post it, oh, you just did. Okay. So if y'all are interested in the Facebook group for the iCads, there you go. Thanks, Packer Die. So, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I just like with like is easy for me to remember. All right, so we just kind of got off that rabbit trail. So I'm not going to apologize. It's just what happens on our live shows. We talk. We talk. And if y'all are watching the recording, please feel free to come over to Ustream to Coffee and Art in the Morning, uh, and um, and be a part of it. It's fun. It's fun to chat live with all our buds. Okay, so now I have to decide whether I want to do dilutions or maybe I'll just do the watered down acrylics because everybody has some acrylic paint. I have actually done that before, AJ. I have done professional organizing, and I've actually done them over Skype, but I haven't done one for a long time. I've actually done them on the telephone. So yes, I can organize mentally easily. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with these colors maybe, and we're going to just do the smack and drag with a watered down acrylic paint rather than the dilutions. Okay, the dilusions are they're very vibrant when you smack and drag them. See, like here, like see how vibrant they are? And this is all, this whole book I did on, I think it's on recording. We smack and drag this whole book one day. So, but I think today we're going to use acrylic paint. So what I use, this is just an old cutting mat, quilting cutting mat. I never, you can see I don't use it for, for for any kind of quilts. But, uh-oh, sorry. Uh-oh. Hang on, guys. Hang on. We just took off. Here's the side I use. It's the shiny, non-porous side, which is going to have a bit of a glare. We'll try to keep something here to keep the camera in focus. Good grief. Um, so anyway, let's see here. Yeah, I have to, and I don't know why. Um, I had to uninstall my Skype back when me and Barb tried to do that live Skype. I couldn't get Skype to work at all. So I just said, well, I'm going to uninstall it. Next time someone wants to Skype, I'll reinstall it. I haven't had a need to. My family and I, we FaceTime. We don't Skype. So, but yeah, I need to figure that out one of these days. We used to Skype all the time here. What we would do is kind of like Sister Woman and Darcy do. One person is streaming, the other person's on Skype talking, and Carrie used to be a mouse in the pocket all the time when we. So maybe I need to figure that out again so we can do the talk mouse in the pocket again. That was fun, right? Yeah. uh, yeah, FaceTime is the iPad, iPod, I mean iPhone. It's kind of like Skype, but it's with the iPhones and the iPads. It's basically you can talk, you face to face conversation, just like Skype, but it's for the iPhone and the iPad. If you have an iPhone or iPad, AJ, then that's no problem. Okay, so now Oh, okay. I'm trying to do 5 things. Sorry, guys. All right, so these are some of the colors and backgrounds and things that I just pulled for a start of filling up this little journal. And again, I think it's a hot press watercolor paper. The insignia's been cut off if that's what it is, or it's just some paper that I got from my printer friend that was cast offs, and it could be that because but it feels just like the hot press watercolor paper is what the feel of it. And I tore it myself into rough edges because it looked cool. This was part of some of the collage kits that I used to sell on Etsy. I do not have an Etsy. I mean, I still have it, but it's not open, and my shop is not open. I quit doing the kits because it was just way too time consuming. Way too time consuming. No, Google Hangout's a different thing. A Google Hangout, yeah. Now you can Google Hangout too, but that's a different thing. AJ, I know you're asking questions, so okay, okay. Me too, AJ. All right. So what I'm going to do is with the smack and drag, instead of doing the Dilutions inks, which let me just do one sheet just to show y'all. Let me get a piece of cardstock. So with the Dilutions, it's nice and bright. And I got to remember to go under my camera arm here. It's right above my head, and I keep bumping into it, especially when I have my hair clipped up. Okay, let's get a couple colors. Let's get a pink, maybe. Probably need to get some, I'm kind of getting low on a couple colors. So what you do is just put a couple of spritz. I usually try to do 3 colors. See, this pink one is almost out. Let me just let me pour a little dab out. There we go. Either that or it's clogged up, which Dilutions is pretty good about not clogging. They don't clog that much. They're spray things because it's an ink, you know. But then sometimes it's either that or it's running low, one or the other. Okay, so what I do to smack and drag, and I think I'm going to need 2 pieces of cardstock because that's going to be more than one. Remember, do this on a craft mat or a non-porous surface. You can't do this on just any old thing. Then what I do is just spray some water. Then I take a piece of cardstock and smack and drag. If you want more on this side, then just kind of pick it up over on that side. There you go. That's what I mean by smack and drag. And I'll lay it over here behind me to dry. There's plenty here for some more. That's why I pulled out some more cardstock. Smack and drag. And depending on, so you can get some cool backgrounds. If you want more in a certain area, just add a little bit more. And after about 4 of them, 4 smack and drags, it starts getting muddy. You know, the colors start to mix, and you know, it's time to take a baby wipe and clean them off. But look, I see a flower right there, an iris. Look, there's the stems, there's the iris. I can't draw on it right now because it's wet, but look, the stamens right there. Can y'all see that? So anyway. All right, so let me get a baby wipe and clean this off. All right, let me get a paper towel to dry it. Well, I guess I don't really need to dry it because I'm going to just do some paint. All right, so what I want to do now is I'm just going to kind of pick a couple of colors of paint. And you basically can do the same thing. It's just a little bit more work because you got to water down your paint. And I've said this before about, and I don't have them up here, but I'll show you what to do. Let me see, this one's still got enough in, I can't do it. When your paint gets down to about this much, add water to it, shake it up, and make a wash out of it. Now I have a whole bunch of those. They're in the garage because I do all that kind of big splashy, painty, you know, lots of papers in the garage because I just have more room. I don't have to worry about it getting anywhere. Uh, but anyway, if you put, just use the rest of your paints up and turn them into washes, but put a big wash or something on it, or keep them I keep mine in a separate box, a total separate box than my regular paint, because I have opened up a paint before and thinking it's thick and put some out and it went everywhere because it was a wash and I did not note that on the bottle. So, hey, Annabelle, anybody else popping in? Pam, thanks guys for stopping in. So if you make washes out of your leftover, it gets down about that much. You can fill this whole thing up and have a great wash of colors. So, and it uses up the rest of your paint, and it's good for something like this. But in my case, I'm just going to go for this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of wet it. Let me get a nice soft brush here. We're going to just wet it down, and we're going to kind of do the same thing. We're going to put a couple got to be a little quicker with your acrylics. Let's see, let's go with an olive green, because I'm kind of going with these colors here. A little olive green. And it's going to be the same kind of smack and drag thing. But it's going to be with supposedly your watered down washes. And then let's see, I need maybe a burnt orange here. Let's go with that. Sorry for the squeaky chair, guys. Okay, we're just going to go with these colors. All right, we're just going to kind of wash them down like this. Okay. So you just have some watered down paint. You can add more or whatever. And so let's do a test one here. Smack and drag. See? So there you go. And you got to kind of really water it down and move it around, because I got a couple places that are a little thick. So, bye, Jeannie. Yes, today's Kathy's birthday. If y'all are saying hi, happy birthday to her on either Facebook or Twitter. Okay. So I think I'll do a couple those colors, and because I'm looking over here at some of these colors in here, maybe a little purple. That's what it needs. It needs a little purple. There we go. Let me kind of clean my brush off a little. My light bulb is not screwed in all the way or something over there. I see it flashing. All right, so now we're going to start with our book. Here we go. Go for it. Let me just open it up. Let's do 2 flat pages at the same time. Smack and drag. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Now, the only problem with this is I am going to have to dry it in between, because I can't turn the pages with it wet. I'm thinking individual pages. I wasn't really thinking about the book, so I'm going to have to dry these in between. Okay, or let's do the inside here. Let me put a little more purple, and we'll do the inside. I can do front and back, but I can't turn the pages with them wet. Okay, where's my brush? Okay. All right, so we're going to do this side. All right, there we go. I'm just going to leave that. I don't want it, well, I guess I do want a little bit more in the middle. There we go. Sorry, guys. All right, so there we go. Yeah, tree in the fall. I know, right? It could be a lot of things. All right, so now let me clean this up and dry. Sorry for all the bumping, guys. I'm going left, right, right, left, up, down. I'm going to have to open a new thing of baby wipes. Can you believe that the baby wipe refills now, at least at some stores, cost more than the boxed ones? Sorry again, guys. I keep bumping it. Don't get all. So, yeah. I don't know why. I like to buy the refills and just reuse the same box. But they start like, one place was like $1 difference. Mine wasn't screwed away either. Now it's drying pretty fast, but let me take the heat gun to it here, guys. So it's going to be a little process. We'll just, work with me, people. Work with me. Yeah. I know. I don't know why the pocket, the refills cost more than when you buy the box. It's drying pretty fast. Let me clean up the thing again here. I just don't want to close it and mess up, all the design that we just smacked and dragged on. But I just wanted to show you that you can do it with watered down paint. And then you can pick all your colors. Not just, you're not just regulated to the dilutions colors of 12 or however many there are. Which they're beautiful colors, don't get me wrong. The edges where I've torn it are taking a second more to dry. All right, so let me just kind of throw that over there. Clean this off and pick some more colors. All right, so let's see what colors I want now. I think I'm going to stick with, I like that. See, look how, this is what I'm thinking right there. See? I don't know if you can see because I know it's kind of flashed out. Let me try to turn the lighting down a little. The brightness. So it's not so flashed out. I don't know if that's better or not, but we're going to try it for a little bit. Okay. Hey, Vicky, how you doing? Does that look better or worse when I turn the brightness down? I don't want it to get too dark, but I don't want it all flashed out either. So can you see that? So this one can go with this. See? Not that you have to match it all, but I'm using this as for inspiration. All right, so now let's turn two more pages to two more sides so we can do another front and back. And we're going to go with, let's use this one for an inspiration. We'll go with an olive green. We'll go with, do I want yellow ochre again? Or let's go with the orange, but let's go with the blue instead of purple. Let's see. Kind of this blue. We'll go with these three colors this time. Sorry for the squeaky chair, guys. I'm rolling it back and forth to the paint cart. Looks good. Okay. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and put down. You don't need too much because we got to kind of squish it around and wash it, make it into like a wash. So just kind of get three colors here. That's why I'm using the brush because these are not washes. All right. Get my brush here. Let's just kind of really water it down. Okay. I'm trying to get the lumps out because it's thick, And I'm going to try to keep it from turning to mud. So I'm going to kind of try to keep them a little separate there. Clean my brush in between. Roll out the, there we go. All right, so here we go. Ready to smack and drag again? So I got two more sides in the book. I'm going to smack and drag. There we go. Then this one will drag a little more. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Can try to get it to drip a little if we want. All right, so I'm just going to stand that up right here for a minute. I'm going to clean this off because I'm going to get different colors on the next one. I could hear Paula saying, use that paint up somewhere else. I can hear her. I can hear her. All right, so now let me dry these. Don't email me, Paula. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Okay, thanks, Colleen. Oh, yes, I did do the magic trick earlier. I did the magic trick, Vicki. It's at the beginning of the recording. Smear little lumps. I got a couple little lumps areas there. All right, now, this is going to be all wet. Wait, let me get something to dry this. Where's my paper towels? That's what. Because as I turn it over, I need to keep this dry, or I'm just going to re-wet the other side. There we go. All right, here we go. Heat gun. I'm sorry, I keep bumping the camera, guys. It's real low to the table, and I'm just like going around and around the room picking things up, so I keep bumping it. We'll do a little stenciling, a little, we'll just see what we do. I don't know that we're going to make this into any specific thing. We're just going to play in this little journal here. All right. So next, let's get two more. I only got, is that it? Two more pages to go. I think this is it. Let's see. Nope, I got one more after this. Two more after these two. All right. Yeah. Okay, so now we will go with, let's see, let's go with some orange, yellow, and I don't know what other color there is. Orange, yellow. What color? I don't really want to go with brown. That's kind of, let's go with yellow ochre and a bright yellow. Let's do that. All right, let's do that. We're going to use those sheets of paper. All right, so a little bit of yellow ochre. Come on. Don't need much. I'm going to put a little less. Okay, a little. Because I'm used to doing this kind of thing with watered down paints, not full body paint, but just. Okay, water it down with some spritzer. Get my brush clean over there. Doesn't look like enough. Those are almost starting to look the same. Oh well, we'll go with it. We'll add some more stuff to it. Okay, let's see. All right. Hey, Moomy, let's just do one page with this instead of both sides. Well, let me see what it looks like. Okay. Oh, that is kind of pretty. I got to say. We'll go ahead and do the other side too. There we go. All right, let me set it up here for a second. Well, set it over there. Clean this off so I can dry it. Okay, here we go again. Let me dry these. Hey, CB Michelle. Everybody else coming in I might have missed. We're smacking and dragging some watered down acrylic paint in a little journal that kind of coordinates with these William Morris pieces of book. We've got two more to go. We'll start gluing and whatnot. All right, as long as it's not dripping wet or anything, I think we're good. All right, now let's do the last two, this one and this one. Okay, there we go. I think that's it. No, I'll hit each page again with the heat gun to make sure. Then we'll start gluing. And speaking of silhouette, maybe we need to put some silhouette stuff in it and not just stencil. I don't know. That kind of bulks it up. We'll see. But Pam mentioned silhouette, and they have their, yes, I was going to say yesterday and today, Silhouette has their 40% off everything in the store. I've already got a bunch of stuff in my cart. I didn't have time yesterday to really continue looking, but I'm going to finish it because it started yesterday, ends today. So if y'all want a 40% off all designs in the Silhouette store, it ends today, the 10th. So, yeah. Yeah, well, we did the alcohol ink one too, Debbie. That's a we with the dilutions sprays, smack and drag. We did that one a minute ago. Okay, so now let's do some bright red. Let's do a little bright red. That's pink. Let's do a little. Let's see. This one is kind of drying out. There's not much left in that one. Let's see. Here we go. So we're going to do a little bright red. Not much, just a little because we're going to water down. We need, I think we need the green. No, let's go with gray. Let's go with the pretty gray. Let's go with red, gray. And see, I'm seeing this one, and I'm seeing this one, and I'm seeing this one. Okay, so gray and a dark gray. Let's go with just a couple shades of gray. Let's go with dark gray. Or you know what? Let's go with black. That's Prussian blue. Let's just go with a dab of black. Just a dab. There. All right. Now, we're going to go with these colors. Okay. Water them down. Get my brush. Kind of spread them out there. Oh, this is going to be, oh, I'm liking it already. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, I like that. A little black right there. Look, I like that. Needs a little more red right there. Like it. A little more red. Okay, if I'm going to do the other side, I need a little bit more red because I've used that red up. Let me put a little bit more red right there. Okay, because we've got to do the other side. All right, here we go. Smack and drag. A little bit more red right there. There we go. Lovely. All right, there we go. That's all the sides in the journal. Just got to dry those. I'll move this because we're done dragging. We're done smacking and dragging. So let me dry this and we'll move this mat out of the way. No, 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 Vicki. No, I'm not even going to say that on the recording. Oh my gosh. Spooky Vicky. Vicky's in the corner. Those mods, you gotta watch them. Got to watch those mods. Hey Robin, hey Barb, anybody else popping in I might have missed? We're just smacking and dragging some acrylic paint in a little journal. The colors kind of coordinate with this William Morris papers that I tore out of a book. And we'll see what we go from there. If it turns out, we might give it away. If it looks like carp, we'll still give it away. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to feel the pages, make sure they're still, now my staples, I don't know. I've got this book so wet, those two staples, we'll see how that holds up. We might have to restaple or something. We got to kind of be careful because we're bending pages that are wet. Let me find the outside. What color, which one was the outside of the book? Here we go. See, I've already torn it. So we're going to have to restaple and tape. Okay, so it's okay. It's all right. Don't panic. All right, let me move this out of the way. Move these paints out of the way. I have to clean my paint cart off again. So because we've got it wet and we're open and close it, it's kind of come apart, but that's all right. All right, so now let's get on to gluing in some paper. Hey, Sister Woman. And thank you so much, Sister Woman. Boo loved her cheer adorable. Boo loved it. Sister Woman sent Boo a cheer one with all kind of little cheer logos and cutouts and stickers and all kinds of things that have cheer on it. I didn't get to, it was all wrapped up really pretty, and I sent it home with Denise Monday. And so she opened it at home because Boo didn't come down. And so she opened it at home, and Denise did send me a picture with Boo. I did show it to Sister Woman, so Sister Woman could see that Boo loved her little adorable. If y'all don't know what an adorable is, let me clean my hands off and I'll show you mine. Sister Woman, Scrappy Camper's sister, Jonna, who I call Sister Woman. She's Darcy Glam's sister. And if y'all know them from their Saturday, every first Saturday of every month, Scrappy Camper Sisters, they do an all-day Saturday stream and do some kind of a project that it usually takes all day to make, just saying. And then they usually give one of them away. So if y'all want to check out Scrappy Camper Sisters on Ustream, the first Saturday of every month, feel free to put a link in there if y'all want to. But she makes these adorables. And they're faux Midoris, and they're cloth with lining in them. Here's mine with the strap going around. I got my water brush in the thing. I got my Peerless watercolors in there. I haven't used it since I went to Denise's, but that's why it's all like this, because I took it to Denise's. So this is my adorable. I have extra strings, extra elastic I put in there. And she makes these and sells them. Now, she does not have the paper in there. You have to put your own. Now, she did put some in for Boo. She did put a couple of signatures in for Boo. But she sells them. As you know, without the paper in them. Now, I mean, unless maybe she might charge you more to put some paper in it, you'd have to ask her. So y'all go over to Scrappy Camper Sisters blog and blogspot.com, I believe it is, and you can find out more information. Okay, so now let me go ahead and see about gluing some. Let me get a thing here to put some glue in, and I'm going to try not to bump the camera every single time. I know I do it a lot. All right, so here we go. Let me pour out some baggie on the golden matte medium. I'll pour some in a tray here. If I need more, I'll pour out more, but that might do it. Put the baggie back on so they don't stick. You have two of them, Vicki? Yeah, they are awesome. They're quality. They really are nice. Cloth with the interfacing to make them kind of stiff, you know. And then she's got coordinating, like here's mine. It's got coordinating fabric on the inside. See, it's got pink polka dot on the inside. So they are adorable. They are adorable. Okay, so let's start with the ones that I had here with some red and gray. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use some random bits of collage for now. We'll probably stencil over them and do other things to them too. But, you know, it's just going to be random. You do something like this, don't get all worked up, don't stress, just chill, baby, chill. All right, let me get a glue brush. Yeah, Denise had a fit over. Denise had a. Oh, she did. Let me show you this, Sister Woman, while you're here. I won't show you all of them, but for those of y'all that don't know, Sister Woman's going on a 2 or 3. Oops, sorry guys, mission trips. Denise gave me a bunch of different things to skip. I'll either have to, maybe I'll see what's best. Is it easier for me to mail all this stuff to you, Sister Woman, or if you're coming to Darcy's and y'all can swing by, or what? But look, all kinds of different shampoos and things that were, they got at Disneyland. And they have little mouse ears on them. And she can take these, now granted, she only has so much space and it has to be packed because it's liquid. So she has to pack it. But then she can take these down to Peru and the islands that she goes to. But look how cute those are, Sister Woman. Little Mickey ears on the shampoo. But anyway, I got a bag of stuff here and I'm going to add to it. I want to add some more to it for you. Before, okay, well then y'all need to come by. We need to have another retreat. I wonder if it will be, I wonder if you could come at the same time as Zandra's coming to visit Darcy. I don't know when that is. All right, let me stop. Well, I'll keep talking, but glue while I talk. Maybe we could have a retreat. You know, another stream retreat, as long as it's not like, of course, during the Maryland retreat, when half the girls, well, not half of them, a lot of the girls are going to Maryland for a retreat with Paula and Patty, Patty Tolly Parrish, and Paula. That was a mouthful right there. Okay. Then what I'll do is just kind of scrape these down, whoops, to kind of, I'm just going to put some color. We'll see what we do with this. It's winging it. Wing it, baby. Yes, there's shampoos. Yeah, shampoos and conditioners, hand sanitizers, and all that stuff. Okay, so I'm going to have to dry in between because I can't do a journal and flip with it's wet. So we're going to have to put up with the heat gun in between, guys, which is good for me because then I can watch chat and play and talk. Yes, I will make grilled cheeses for 20 people. I will. But that's all you're getting is grilled cheese, chips, and a drink. Coffee, preferably. Unless we order pizza or go to Chick-fil-A. We do that too. Depending on how long you stay. October. Okay, what's it? Oh, you're leaving in October. But when are you coming up to visit Sister Woman? And when is Xander going to be visiting Darcy? So yeah, maybe we can coordinate that. So we can do a retreat. Get a little excess there. Waffle House is right down the street, Vicki. That's where Hubster and I go for date night. Shh, don't tell anybody. We love Waffle House. We do. We love Waffle House. I love breakfast, but at night. I don't like I don't eat breakfast. So yeah, I love breakfast at night. All right, so I'm gonna put a couple of these here. I don't know. We're gonna mess with the whole thing. We're gonna probably stencil and whatnot on it. Whatnotting. I was hoping to get done by 11. Looks like that's not going to happen. But don't forget Noodle streams at 1 or 2. I forgot now. Eastern time. I think it's 1. She streams at 1 Eastern. Okay. I got so much work to do today. But, you know, here I am messing around, collaging, because it's fun. Yes, I would like to have one, but when we say art retreat, AJ, when we say art retreat, it means people come over to my house, I set up the tables, we set up the camera, I fix grilled cheeses, and we art. There's not really a lot of there's, although we did have sort of a class thing when we did do the alphabeticas one time. And I think everybody about had a heart attack because I was rushing them through so fast. Let's see. What other color? I need some gray or something here. Let's go with this. But, yeah. This has a little green in it, but I'm going to go for it anyway. And put your matte medium on your substrate, on the back, and over the top. You want to go all, over all things, and you really kind of want to mash it down. This is pretty. This is thicker book paper, so it's not wrinkling at all. It's not like a magazine image that's real thin, but it doesn't hurt just to scrape off the excess and like that. I still haven't met up with Kyla yet either, since she moved to Atlanta. Oh yeah, this hotel's right down the street. Darcy lives in Atlanta, so it's never a problem for her just to come down from Atlanta proper. Yeah, it's hot and humid here, that's for sure. That's for sure, Pam. And I'm going to put some washi tape. Now, when I use washi tape in something like this, I still glue it. Like, let me find a good color here that goes with this. Let's see. Let's go with, it's got the black and white. Let's see. I'm kind of burned out on the black and white. It's polka dot. Oh, here's a black and white chevron. I mean, a gray and black chevron. So what I do is I don't trust washi tape to hold anything. It's decorative. Oh, sorry again, guys. There goes my head under the tripod stick. Is I'll put a little bit of Eileen's tacky glue, like that, and then just kind of smear it down where you're going to put the tape, because this is not going to hold anything as far as like real tape, taping something to hold something. I mean, it would hold like it would hold something like a piece of paper in a journal or something like that, but it's not gonna bind a book without some glue behind it. So it's gonna turn into a hot mess. Well, I don't say it's gonna turn into a hot mess. It's gonna look like a hot mess at first, but we're gonna turn it into something fun. Some kind of a collage journal. No one answered me about oh, I missed the silhouette files. Do you actually have the machine? Yes, you have to have the machine to use the files. It doesn't have, it can be the portrait, it can be I have the Cameo, and I think they're coming out with a smaller new one, but I don't know anything really about it. But yeah, you have to have the machine to cut them. Hey, Shabs. I mean, you have to have some machine to cut them. That's yeah. I mean, I guess you could print them out and cut them out. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do all that work. You can't get the detail. Look, for instance, look at those skulls I sent you. Those decoratives, with all the flowers in them. Vicky, can you imagine cutting that without a machine? I can't. You can print, yeah, but cutting them, yeah. Okay, so here we go. Now let's go ahead and let me turn this over and put another, we got to glue something on here, and then we will put another piece of washi tape there. All right. I think I'll just put this one piece here. Is there something you need to cut out, Vicki? Didn't mean to cut them, just use the image to print. Well, you know, you can print. There's printing options. I don't use it, but you know, so some of the girls probably know better than I do about how the printing part works. And you can actually get the pens and attach the pens and draw them out. But again, you have to have a machine for that. Yeah. Okay, let me dry this. I know, right? All right, so now let me go ahead and put a little bit of tape. I'm going to tape every section as we go with different colors. This one I'm going to do the gray and black. Again, I should put this in my jar so it stays down in the tip. I keep my Eileen's tacky. Make sure you keep the lid on it, but in just a glass jar. You can put it in any kind of can, anything to keep it face down so that you can always have your glue ready. All right, there we go. Yeah, I guess you could. I'm not sure, Vicki. You'd have to ask someone that I'm sure you could just Google that or YouTube it and you can find out. You're good at looking those stuff up, you know, Vicki. Trim. Don't post any links unless you check them out first, Vicki. We know how you are with the links. Always save old lids. Yes, exactly, Carrie. Save these when you if you run out of glue, save these because you end up losing these sometimes, you know, that you could be putting, you know, going quickly and just throwing your glue in the jar or something and your lid gets lost. So save a couple of extras of those lids. It's always a good thing. It's a good thing, Carrie. I've just never tried to save them as anything other than cut files. So yeah, there you go, Sister Woman said. Is that for the cameo or for any of them? Sister Woman. Yeah, for all your glues, Carrie. All right, so that one's done. Let's go to another page. We're going to do all right, let's do a different color tape here. This has got some orange in it. Let's see. It's a good way to use some washi tape. Right, let's see. This is kind of a red orange. That looks good. Let me go ahead and glue it down real quick while I'm right here, and then we'll put some collage stuff on it. We're going to stencil over it. I don't know what it's going to be. It just might be a starter journal that I'm going to give away. We're just playing, having fun, because I got to draw the rest of the day. I have to draw all day long. So this is my playtime before I have to get serious. I have to get serious and draw. All right, there we go. Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? Look. All right, if y'all have any questions, which obviously is not necessary for a lot of questions on this, then just put them in caps. Let's see, do I want some of this maybe? Or do I want some of, there we go, this one. This one. All right, we'll do 2 or 3 on each page. All right, I need some more matte medium. All right, I'm going to try not to bump the camera. Again. Okay, Julie. Tell the gingers I said hello. let's just make a little random journal, but I guess I should kind of get crack-a-lackin'. Where's my whip app? You know, crack-a-lack. Y'all know about the whip app, right? Where I tell people to get crack-a-lackin' on their work. Sit down and get crack-a-lackin'. Let me wipe my hands off. All right, let's try this. Yeah, it is perfect, isn't it, Vicki? Yeah, as long as you glue it down. All right. We're kind of moving along, getting a little faster at it. All right, this one's got orange and purple. Do I have a purple washi? I think this is purple. Oh wait, here's a purple polka dot. There we go. All right, I'm gonna get on the stick here and just kind of get crack-a-lack in here so we don't take all day. All right. Find the end of the tape. It's right there. I see it. Oh, come on. Is that it? Gotta kind of feel for it. There it is. Jonna lives in the 50s. Yes, she does. She actually does go and use her stuff. She uses Zippy or Camper. I think it's from, is it from the 50s or early 60s? I'm not sure. All right, let's see. Here's some purple here. This is the particular one that I wanted to use. A little bit of a flower right there. And she actually does go camping in it and everything. JJ's gone with her before. Has Darcy gone camping with you before? In Zippy? Sister Woman? For some reason, I don't picture Darcy as a camper. I don't know. I don't picture Darcy going camping. Now, I could be wrong. Don't email me. I probably wouldn't hurt to go over that tape with a little extra matte medium, would it? Good one, Packer guy. Can I say that on camera? Sister Woman said, am I the only one that uses an iron? Packer Guy says her husband does. Darcy went one time. Okay. Good one, Packer Guy. Hey, my husband will vacuum. What can I say? And he doesn't not embarrassed about it at all. Same for mine, Packer Guy. But he sends his to the laundry because I don't start shirts either, Packer Guy. Not anymore. I had to iron my dad's uniforms growing up. Not that, that's nothing, it's just the way we rolled back then. We worked. Darcy didn't bring a flashlight. Well, I guess she figured you had all the accoutrements necessary to camp, Sister Woman. She just probably figured you had all the accoutrements. All right, here we go. Orange again. Let's go ahead and use the stripe one again. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and put that on because I'll matte medium over it. I think it'll be a good idea to matte medium over the tape as well as glue it down. Can't hurt. Can't hurt, right? For these spines. Don't want the book falling apart. Give it away and someone gets it, take it out of the envelope and it just falls apart in their hand. Hey, it's a project. You have to put it back together. Right. Well, we learned how to do it, Packer Die. We did. All right, let's see. Orange. I need some, or here, some yellow. This is kind of good. Here, we're going to go with this. I'm going to have to get out some more matte medium. Yeah, I'll send you some William Morris things. And I got a stack of stuff I want to go through to send you, Packer Die, for all your collaging and stuff. But I had, some of those magazine stuff that from that one magazine. What was it? Dare, what was it called? Dare. But it wasn't enough. I said I'm going to go ahead and just take my time and dig out a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, let's see. And I haven't really been scraping down. I guess it's really not necessary. It's not wrinkled or bubbled at all because it's thicker paper. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can iron in an ironing board, but it doesn't come out very often. Sister Woman probably has irons from the 50s or the 40s. Oh my goodness. If y'all are watching the recording, you need to be here. Talking vintage campers. Rippage courage. Yeah, you got to have rippage courage, Dana. And hi, by the way. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you got off the phone. All right, let's see here. I think I'll use some of this. And let's see. Oh, I like this arrow. It's kind of, well, I don't know what the leaves. This is kind of, that's kind of, let's just put some mappage on it. How about that? It's all kinds of stuff here, people. All kinds of stuff. Where's my, okay. I forgot to put this in the jars, and I gotta shake it down again. I got my jars like right there. You'd think I'd use it. All right. This has got maps. I sent some of this to Carrie and a couple people. I forgot who now. Once it goes out the door, it's hard for me to remember who got what. I don't write it down. I still want a stencil and some other stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. All right, heat gun again. I never minded ironing. It is kind of relaxing. I just don't do it, you know. I don't have a need for it. You know, kids aren't here, you know. I just don't have a need. What I wear, I don't iron, you know, very rarely. What I wear doesn't need ironing. You have an aqua ironing board? Oh, I think I saw it. Didn't you buy that at the the flea market thing you went to where you streamed that, Sister Woman? Let's see here. All right, I need some more matte medium. Put some tape on there too. I think I'm half remembering to matte medium over the tape because I'm chatting. Ooh, that's pretty too. I think I'm going to go with that side. Like that. We'll put a little of that on this side. And a little of the blue on this side. All right, what kind of tape? Tape. See, this is where the matte medium gets on my fingernail. So after today, I'm going to have to take fingernail polish remover to get the matte medium off. Oh, this is kind of cool. Look, it's the post one, but it's kind of those colors. Let's go ahead and put some of that. Because it does not come off easy. If you don't like having sticky stuff on your fingers and drying on your hands, then matte medium may not be for you unless you put on some kind of that protective stuff. What's it called? The the glove stuff, the lotion that protects your hands. Okay. I'll slather a little bit of matte medium over that. All right. Okay, my chat didn't scroll. Hang on, guys. Let me. Okay, I'm trying to catch up with chat. It kind of didn't scroll there for a minute. Scrolling, trying to lock it in. Yeah, well, like I said, the only way to get it off is with fingernail polish remover. For me, I mean, there's probably other things you can use, but that's all I found that'll get that matte medium, the dried matte medium off your hands. Is fingernail polish remover, and also to, I have to take the polish off because it's coated. It's coated on top of my fingernails. Yes, back in the day we used sandpaper. We're getting there, guys. I mean, we're getting there. Let's see how many more I got left. I think I only got one more. This is the last one. Okay, last one. Okay, here's some purple that I want to use. Okay, last one. Then we're going to start stenciling. I don't know. We're just playing here, guys. The scrubby, yeah, the scrubby you've had for me for 2 years, Vicki, that'll work. Vicki, I love you. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Okay, there we go. Let's smash that down and put a piece of tape on it. Last one, guys. We just, this is, if you're watching a recording of this, if you're not in the chat, it might be really tedious, let's just say, because you don't know what's, we're all gabbing about. All right, so let's see. This probably is one that doesn't really need to be uploaded. All right, let's go with some purple. But we have fun. We do have fun. Okay. Look around here and see if there's any. I think I've shown all my Happy Mail, my new book. I have to draw I'll show you one of the drawings I'm working on. Just to mix it up a little. It's only about halfway done, so you're not going to see a whole lot of detail. I am taking pictures in stages. I'm really working on like 4 different drawings at once. So it just depends, you know, I'll work on one for a while and, you know, go back and forth. But the one I'm working on, I'll show you, maybe it'll be just easier to show you the stages first. Okay, I think my hands are, I gotta make sure my hands are dry before I touch my phone. I am picky about my phone. I just say, you know, not getting anything on my phone. All right, so I'm working on a full costume drawing of Yaya Han, not just her face, but her full body. So let's see if I can show you the stages without it flashing out. So here's the first drawing. It's just on a roll of craft paper. I need to get some more of that. I'm really like, because it's big. I'll show you what I'm working on in a minute. Okay, there's that one. Then here's the second one. So you can see the progression. I think I have 4. Here's the third one. And then here's the fourth one. This is the stage I'm at now. So when I show you the picture, this is where we are now. Now it's not blended yet. It's just, you know, it's not going to look like the portraits yet because I haven't got that far. Here. So here's the full, so you can see how big it is. So that's the stage I'm at now. I still have, you know, all the blending. This is just the undercoat. The undercoat of the color, and it's all in color pencil. You know, I'm not using marker or anything like that. It's all pencil. So that's what I'm working on now. You can kind of see her face there. So that's one of the things I'm working on. So yeah, I'll Facebook out all the stages, Vicki, when I get it done. You know, all the that's why I like to photograph it in stages. People like to see, and I do too, when I see other people's work. I like to see the stages. And so okay, I'm going to send all this to Packer Dye, all the leftovers. So that'll go in the Packer Dye pot. Packer Dye pile. Got a Packer Dye pile. All right. Next to the Dare magazine. Okay, so. All right, I'm done with the glue, I think. Yeah, I'm done. Let me put my glue. Oh, there's another Packer Dye piece. I didn't even use this one. I should have, right? Oh well. Okay. All right, let me get a palette or two. We'll do a little stenciling and okay. Yeah, work in progresses. Yes, exactly, Dana. I do too. All right, let me pick up a little so I can get rid of the stuff I'm not using here. Might need a couple of the palettes sitting here. There we go. Need some more baby wipes. Try not to bump my head. So anyway, yeah, I like showing the works in progress too. I don't know if y'all know this, but and you can do it on Instagram too, I think. Yeah. Where you can post like on Twitter, I know for fact, because I've done a couple of them. You can put more than one picture on Twitter. You can put them, like group them. So you have like 4 or 5, 3 or 4. I'm not sure what the limit is on how many you can post together. They'll still show individually on your feed. When you scroll through your Twitter feed, they'll still show individually, but you can group them together. Like you can on Facebook, you can post a whole bunch of them together. Although sometimes on Facebook, I post them in the order I want them to appear and they mix them up. I don't know. Okay. So let's look through this. I'm not sure what page I want to be the cover. We'll see. Doesn't have to be, doesn't matter what I want. Whoever gets it can do whatever they want with it. All right, see here, look. I didn't let that dry. I got to dry that better because it's, hang on. It's going to stick if I don't dry it. That matte medium, you can't close matte medium wet. I don't keep the empty bottles. No, I don't keep them, Vicki. I don't keep my empty golden bottles. I go through those things too. I go through like one a month at least. Now, when I'm drawing and doing a whole lot of commission work, I don't do as much collaging. That one's wet too. Um, but we're going to stencil next. And then, what time is it? Yeah, I'm going to only have time to do some stenciling and a giveaway. So, whoever gets is going to have to finish it. Isn't that bad? You're going to have to finish your own piece of art. It's a starter journal. I'm just making sure, you know, it's all, because I don't want it to be stuck together when whoever gets it. So let's work on it for about maybe 10 or 15 more minutes. Then we'll do a giveaway. See, that's sticky right there. I don't like that. You know, the Eileen's tacky's not dry there. Okay, so there we go. Works for you? Okay. All right, so what I want to do now is I just want to, I got a bag of stencils right here handy. So this is all my, don't email me. This is how I store my stencils. I'm going to pick out just 2 or 3 and we're going to work with it. See, I love these windows. I love these. These are, I believe, aren't they Crafter Workshop? Somebody tell me who makes those. I always forget the name of who makes what. I have this little window here. And I got like random leftover bits of, you know, big pieces of whatnot. Don't you love that? Whatnots? There's a doily one. That covers up a lot. I like the big open ones. The open ones like this, you get a good pattern. Okay, we're going to go with those 3. That's not open enough for me. Let's see. Because then you get less coverage. All right, here's that one's kind of bit there. All right, we're going to go with those 4 things, and we'll just keep using them over and over. Artist seller. Yes, artist seller. Thank you, Vicky, or whoever said it first. Okay, this is stuck in there. Okay. Thank you. Artist seller. It's there. It comes 4 different windows, 4 different designs. I'm just pulled out that. So, and this one I got at Joann's online, and it had like 4 different windows, longer one, a wider one. I just grabbed these. Okay, so now I'm going to go with the same colors again. Hang on. Let me grab, I think I got most of the colors right here. I want a dark gray or a black. Let's get out. All right, so I'm going to just throw out some of these colors. There's some black. This is going to be a quick stenciling project right here. All right, come on out there, Red. There's not much left in there. A little gray. A little harbor. I think it's called Harbor Blue. Blue Harbor. Some Hauser medium green, like an olive green, and some purple. So we're going to be crack-a-lacking here, crack-a-lacking, and then heat gunning. Oh, we need some yellow ochre. Can you tell I need to get some new paints? And maybe a little sienna or Georgia clay. It's like a sienna. I call it Georgia clay. I call it sienna. Okay, there we go. All right, any questions before we get crack-a-lacking? All right, I use, when I stencil, and I keep them right on top of my water bucket, makeup wedges. And they're clean, they're just stained, but they're still soft. When I get done with one, well, if I'm in a project, I just throw these in my bucket of water. And then after I'm done with the project, I go wash them all out, and I throw them right back on top of here to dry. And so they're ready. Now you want to use dry makeup wedges, dry. If you use wet ones that you've cleaned out and then reuse again right away, they're damp and they're going to seep under. You want dry paint and dry sponges. Okay, hi Mindy. Anybody else popping in? All right, so let's go ahead and start here. I'm just gonna, pick some random whatnot here and start, putting, and the other thing too, when I'm stenciling like designs, sometimes I want to have the full coverage of the design, but most of the time I'm just doing bits of it. All right, so this one I think we're going to start with the Blue Harbor, and I'll have to get some more paint down, I'm sure. Okay, it's dry paint, and I think I'll mix in just a touch of black. Then I might come down here and I'll just have a couple sponges going at the same time because I'm going to keep using them right now. Put some red, and I'll go back to some blue or some gray. Don't need much paint as long as it's dry. Go off the edge. All right, so let's see what that looks like. So see how you're starting to blend in your stuff? All right, the other thing that you can do, now you have to take a minute to wipe off the excess paint on this side of the stencil. And some of this, I know it's basic stuff, and I don't mean to be condescending when I tell my steps and everything, like everybody knows that. Well, you probably do, but it's just something that as I'm going, I talk about the steps in my head, that's what's happening. So even though it might be basic to know to clean your stencil off before you turn it over and use the other side, it's because I'm doing that that I talk about it. So I'm not meaning to think that y'all are so, you don't know that or something like that. You know what I mean, Vern? All right, so down here, I think I'll put some more of the blue. So I'm just going back and forth between the blue sponge and the red sponge. Okay. And you can also go in, let me get a little bit of blue right up here on the edge. Then you can go in, now I'm not going to have time to do this, so if you win the journal, you can do this. But you can go in here with, like, let's say I want to go in here with just a little bit of blue and black on my finger, and you can start blending things in. You can, or you could do this before you stencil, either way. Actually, might have been better. But, and start playing with the colors in here. Okay, make it a little flower garden or whatever. Let's put a little, I think I'm going to put a little gray stencil right there. And remember, it's got matte medium over it, so I can wipe things back. Let's put a little gray right there. So you can kind of see, just with one stencil, how you can make I like it. Don't worry about that, Dee Dee. Like Moon Me says, you are never. Oh, thanks, guys. I don't mean to be. I just mean to be explaining as I'm working. So let's just put a little bit. I'm gonna pick up a little red on my finger and just kind of blend that a little, maybe a little gray right in there, and just kind of blend where the edge of that paper I tore out is. Something like that. And again, because it's covered with matte mediums all over, I can blend it easier and wipe back and blend. So I can pick up, if I want any areas, like maybe just a little bit of gray, and then just kind of a wash of gray. Now you want to make sure that the stencil area is dry before you start scraping paint over it. But because my paint I put it on lightly, but with dryness, I can do this. Otherwise, you want to hit it with the heat gun before you start going over the top, or you'll just be smearing your stencil. Okay, so I'm just getting a little bit on the baby wipe. There we go. All right, so there we go. So that's that. The other thing that might be kind of cool is to do, let me get a little black paint here. Or, no, let's do white. Let's do white. That'll brighten it up. Let's do some white paint. And I'll have to draw each page, so we're going to have to crack a lack here. All right, and going to water it down. Soft brush. Oops, I need to wet that brush before I get in the paint. Needs a little more water. This is just a juice lid here. Water down the paint, and we're going to do a little splattering, and we're going to call that one done. Okay, now we're going to do this to every page, and I got to dry each one. So we're going to be crack-a-lacking. So there we go. So that's what that page looks like. Okay. Now it would be cool. See, I can't stop. I just can't stop. It would be cool to let me look at my. Here's a whole bunch of my cut files right here. Sorry for the camera bump. I know that drives people crazy when you do that. But that would be cool right on there. Let's see. So I might glue some leaves in here. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Now the problem with doing it with this is it's going to take me a minute to do this. Maybe I'll just throw in the cut files and you can glue them. That's what I'll do. I'll do this one, and then I'll throw in these leaves into the journal, and y'all can, whoever gets this can glue them down themselves. In the meantime, I'm just going to glue this one, okay, like that. There we go. How's that look? I like it too. And then it's got the washi tape, which hopefully will hold up in transit. All right, there we go. So there's page one. Let's see if we can get crack-a-lacking and stencil all these. Let me move these out of the way. But see, one of these on every page, wouldn't that look good? You know, they're all different leaves, all different kinds. So I'm going to throw these in with the journal, and whoever gets it can glue their own. All right, let's get going now. We don't have a lot of time here. All right, let's go with this window shape here. We'll do that on both sides. Let's go with the purple. All right. We're going to go with the purple and the orange. I know I'm probably kind of messing this up because I'm hurrying, but if y'all are doing a project like this, take your time. Don't rush. Don't rush it. I'll check chat here in a minute. If you have any questions, thanks, Vicki. There we go. Yeah, I gotta get Packer Dye some collage stuff. See, that kind of messed up a little bit. I gotta get Packer Dye some collage stuff in the mail because she's doing the iCads. She needs some fresh stuff. No, she probably doesn't really. But all right, so there's the little windows now. Let's go with a little bit more. I'm going to try to keep it all sort of cohesive. Let's go with another. Let's put that in there. Let's go with some orange. And what time is it? Okay, I'm going to go for 10 more minutes. I'm going to go for 5 more minutes. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for 5 more minutes doing this. And then I'm going to do the name drawing, or do a random, do the number. Everybody put in a number, so that so I'm not probably going to finish this on camera, but at least you'll get the idea. All right, you'll get the idea, and you'll have a little surprise when you get it, because it won't be completed here. But you're getting the idea. I'll do a flip through here in a minute. All right. I think it's kind of looking, it's not looking like a hot mess anymore as we get areas, done. See? And then you can take, let me just do it with a baby wipe here. Put a little bit of the paint on your baby wipe, and you can, kind of go around. See how that works? You can blend in areas with a baby wipe on your finger. Get a clean spot here. Go into the orange. See how it just kind of ties it all together once you start blending in some paint. Get back over here to a spot where I can get orange. There we go. So maybe a little bit more purple right in here. All right. Okay, so that page is done, except for whoever can throw on a leaf. See? Pretty? Pretty? Oh, I haven't done any numbers yet. I don't know what y'all are doing. Why are y'all putting in numbers yet? We're not ready for the numbers. Ah, let me dry this and tell everybody in chat to settle down. Ah, oh my gosh, I had no idea. Oh, no, the lad's not that bad, Moomy. I haven't done anything with it yet. I'm just talking about doing it. Okay, let me show you what we got so far. So we got this, got the front page, got this page. You see how, isn't that cool? All right, let's do this one. Let's go with this stencil now. And let's go with some gray. And see, I'm not going to use the whole stencil. I'll use parts of it. Maybe I'll put some gray there. And then, let me get the orange. Some orange here. See? But I'll finish this before I send it. I mean, I'm just not going to finish it on camera. Okay. Then I'll get in some. Okay, let's put one of these designs over here. That. Let's put another one up here. Let's put one in the blue. Vicky started it. Oh, Vicky L started it. Okay, well, put Vicky L in the corner. Go sit over there with Vicky L. All right, let me. Oh, I didn't sprinkle some water on that some white on that last one. All right, so let me do this real quick. All right, now I'm going to get some of the orange. I need a little bit more orange in. Okay, so I can start seeing how you can blend. Some gray. So I think you get the idea though, right guys? Even if I can't finish it right now. Recently bought a calendar. Birthday calendar. Well, if it has cool pictures in it, it doesn't matter the year. All right, let's see. I'm going to put a touch of green. So, and you can, do more or less. Take, just depends on how much time you want to take to do all this. All right. Now what I want to do though is get some of the watered down white. I'm going to do this to the other page too that I missed. Because this is what's making the white dots is when you add the white leaves, say. And I could probably take the time to glue some of these in. It's just not going to get done on camera. All right, so let me dry that. And then we'll do the drawing. Hang on, don't put any numbers in yet. Well, it's kind of like, this is basically the same thing we've done for years of collage, doing collage big sheets like this, 8.5 by 11, where we'll do all this stuff on those 8.5 by 11 and cut them up into postcards, which I still have stacks of that I need to give away. Gotta let these dots dry a second. So like, hang on, I'll show you a few. While I'm waiting for that to set. See, I got bundles of these. These are the things we've done over the years like this. We have bundles of them, or I have bundles of them that I try to give a lot of them away at Christmas. So it's basically the same thing we're doing here, except it's just on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Then we cut this up. We cut them up into postcards and ATCs. See? ATCs. All right, let's make sure. Okay, I gotta hit that again with the heat gun. The little white dots are not. I'm not gonna do that. Silly Mimi. I think everybody knows we try our best to be fair in the giveaways. You know, the fairest way I know is just to have everybody put in a number, and that's just the fairest way I know how to do it. I don't have one of those bingo turners like Sister Woman does. Okay, let's do this one here. And I mean, to me, it's just the fairest way I found. I mean, if y'all think there's a fairer way to do the giveaways, you know, then let me know. I don't have time to write down everybody's number and do that every time. I just don't have time to do that. On the YouTube video, I was able just to print out all the names and cut them up and put them in, but I can't do that on a live show. You know, I can't stop and copy and paste and print out y'all's names. So. I think it's fair too, although I have had complaints. But you know what? So what? I don't care. People don't like it. They don't have to participate. If you don't like, you know, that's just my view. If you don't like the way we do the drawings, don't participate. You don't have to get something for free. All right. All right. So I think I'll stop with those few pages. I got a little bit of drawing here. Those little dots, you know, splatters are still not quite dry. Let me make sure, because I don't want to close the book and have the splatters smash. Alrighty. There we go. So here's what we got so far, just so you can see what it looks like with one finished, and then a couple of them, you know, started, like, you know, we'll put a, you know, flat leaf on there like that. Isn't that cool? I know, exactly, Vicki, exactly. And then here we go. There's this one, and again, you know, got a little stack of them here, different ones. See how pretty that looks with a white silhouette cut? I'll take a couple pictures. I'll post a couple. Hey, T. Yeah, I'm almost done. I'm getting ready to give away. So now here's what they look like before we do any stenciling. Okay? This is what they look like before we stencil anything on them. It's just got a little bit of collage and paint like that. But then when you stencil and add some splatter and just a little bit of, you know, maybe something on there, it just makes it a pretty book, right? I'll take a couple pictures, maybe, you know, as I finish it up throughout the day, I'll take a couple pictures and post them. Okay, so hopefully y'all like the little project. All right, be thinking of a number. Wait till I type in the word go.